to a brand new show. The name of the show is The Behind the Scene. I'm your host. I go by the name of PJSMOKESA. This is the new podcast. Stay tuned for more content. We shoot live from Clifton. You know what it is? Prank. Why did we choose to call this The Behind the Scene, y'all? We realize that everything is fake, bro. Like, the women that you're dating are fake. The families are fake. The content that we consume is fake. Everything is fake, bro. Like, the influencers are fake. Twitter is fake. Even the trip that you guys take to Dubai. We know what's happening in Dubai, bro. So, we wanted a content that's going to accommodate both Kasi and a Bam. We're tailoring, it's opening doors, but those doors are locked. Those doors are locked. No one is opening. And we're trying so hard, man, to push, but nobody's doing anything. So we want to be those people tailoring. They're opening doors for what's in our soul. And we're coming for each and every misconception that's out there. Each and every fear that's stopping everybody who's hustling from those doors to open. We're coming for each and every fear that's closing doors to your success. Everything that you are born to do. For instance, now, I'm from Cape Town, Kailisha. I can't be able to go to Santini or go to Pitori just because I'm gonna get kidnapped. I'm gonna get human trafficked if I go there. Now I'm scared to travel. I can't be in a bus. I'm scared of the language barrier. We're coming for those misconceptions. So if you think now just because I can't do it, because I feel like the place that I don't feel comfortable, we are the good platform to that. We're going to make sure we get a person who's been through that, you interview that person, then you learn more. You take that story, then you run away with it. You become the best in that person's story, man. If you want to be the best podcaster, you know that there's a person you're going to interview, then you take that story, then you run away with it. We want to be an institution to each and every kid that's out there that think or life if a deal, because I'm from the rural area, I can't make it. I'm from the street where there's gravels, I'm from the street where I go to school, I don't have shoes. We want to be that platform for those kids who are Eslalini, Eastern Cape, Eslalini from Amkopani. So we are angry because now life is only privileged to those kids who are from the burbs. Just because now my mother is from ANC, my mama is this, my mom is that, then you know that you're already Oshapu. We are kids that do come from very unprivileged family. We know her uncle Aspani, the mother Aspani. We want to be podcast that's going to open doors for those kids. Everyone, Magriza, Tume, Taima, everyone, family. So we're gonna be that platform that's going to open doors for those kids. We want to open kids for tailoring that can get funding. We're gonna make sure that we interview each and every person who's hustling like you. We're gonna make sure that we get that person that you look up to. If you feel like Vusi Tembaka is a role model, we're gonna get Vusi Tembaka on the podcast. If you feel like you can't make it because there's nobody who's seen your hustle, we're gonna be that kid who's going to make sure that I'm inspire. If you think when life and then you want to open a barber shop or a long street, we're gonna make sure that's happening. We want to break it down the industry. If you feel like when you want to be Musaki, we're gonna make sure that we get Musaki on the podcast, and then you're going to see how did Musaki make it. We are coming for those misconceptions, the fear of, hey, if I go to this place, I'm gonna be judged because I'm a certain way. Nah. So the only one podcast is Mostrating Utangastra. We break it down into pieces. No Raprambarnamitz Ranex. I don't know. The behind the scene. The behind the scene, it simply means we're going to get each and every person who's going to make sure it makes your life easier. You look up to and you can't make it. All the doors are closed because when you think you're from an unprivileged family, so what this is, 90%. And if you think you can't make it, unless on our side we're gonna make it easy for you and make sure that we get anything. But if you're on your side, you're lazy, and you must know that you're lazy. So we can't from Gokasi, Kimeli Polo, and now I'm going around doing those ladies, those chicks got clap and think I made it in life. Nah, you haven't made it. You haven't done anything. Bagala, you're playing. You are Gala Stress Train. This is going to be the only one podcast that's going to make sure to bring you closer to your dreams. It's the podcast that's going to make sure that you know what's happening in the real world. the podcast that's going to unpack each and every political status. If you think you look up to Zuma, you're going to make sure we bring Zuma in that shit. Then you're going to see Hurwirala. The podcast is going to give you freedom of speech. You're going to be able to express your emotions, to express your perspectives, your ideological ideas in the podcast, and see the real conversations of African. And if you're an African, you want to grow broader, that's a good platform for you. If you have certain things that you push in, there's a good platform for you. We can make it happen. This is about time when African kid raise a hand and start doing something. Send this into a Zenze. This is a platform for those things. So stay tuned for this episode. It's gonna be a brilliant show. It's already started, season 1. This is the genesis, where it started. We're starting this episode from Clifton, from Cape Town. I'm from Mudimole, the city where you live and die. It's known for its beautiful mountain. But how my city it's disadvantaged. It forced me to move. And I move. I was at the point where I had to be in Pitori and find myself, but I couldn't. When I got to Cape Town, that's when I found myself and be like, I'm gonna do this 10 times harder than I was doing it. And this is the episode 1, and you guys must stay tuned for more. And we are not going less. From Cape Town, we're taking this abroad. So we are coming, and we're coming very strong. We are on the way. And we're not political about it. And we're not competing with anyone. We're not here because McG did it. Nah. We're very young and fresh and very vigilant. And this is the new. We're taking this out of the universe. We're not in competition with anyone. We're not gatekeepers. So this is into Zenze. For instance, people are afraid to leave their township. Or people are afraid to leave their comfort zone. A jokers blame Mamazala and think, when are you going to be successful? Look outside. In no way. You can't live in a place where you feel like comfortable. You must go out and go to a place where you know that you're not comfortable. And you have to do whatever it takes sort of and to have a building. So basically, with the stats, some of the artists, some of the politicians, some of the people, they did not become successful from the place that they were born at. So basically what I'm saying, we must get out of our comfort zone. Until something happens. We are the platform that's going to make sure that we come through, maybe halfway. Give you that motivation that you must drive, you must so we want to meet you halfway, but you gotta do the basics. Bring something on the table. So behind the scene, it's a new podcast, it's coming, and what you need to do is to make sure you come halfway, and another content, guest, make sure because if now you can check, look at carefully. But our buyer, our papa go tangote. From, for instance, familiar has to put it on. Yeah, there are people who are doing nepotism, but familiar has to put it on. There's no way. So we are the platform that's going to make sure we bring people relevant you look up to, who inspires you. The entertainment industry, we're going to break it down into simple terms. The politicians are going to bring it down into simple terms. Everything political, musician, everything going to come from them. So we must make sure that we get exposed and we read. So if you get exposed and you read, you're gonna go far. Like for now, you want to live focus in your house and you've never gone to a neighboring place. You don't know anything, you don't know anyone. Famous in your contact, your meeting, you don't know anyone famous in your contact, in your neighbor. That's not fair, man. You must get well exposed. You must know people. You must go around. Don't go to groove just to get drunk. You must go to groove and know somebody, be in the VIP, big plan, do something. You understand? So I think the reason why this is sharp is because we lack exposure. We don't know people. We don't network. We go out to get drunk and for fun, but we lack. You must get exposure and be able to talk to people, be able to convince, even though that you lie, but you must be able to convince people. So like I eat, we like something. Be exposed. Such a Docha. 90 no, trust me. So basically, one of the fundamental basics we started this episode is because, or the podcast in general, is because we are pushing for people to get exposed, well informed, collaborate, and connect with people, network, boom, bomb. Then from there, try. And you must travel, you must make sure that you travel, you must make sure, even if you have to take that last money and go there to Pitori and stay for 3 days and come back home, try so another last cash to make sure that you go back, do that. So from me, it's a boy PJSMOKESA, you know what it is. We're gonna push this. This is the episode 1 for the behind the scene content. Stay tuned for more content.